back to my channel. This is your girl Sean. I'm back for another video. And this video today is a little bit different. I wanted to share my 2 cents on a tweet that is going viral right now. As a life and dating coach and somebody who, posts relationship advice videos on my channel, I had to weigh in on this. Now, in case you're unfamiliar, there is this man who did this long tweet, and in the tweet he gave 10 reasons why his woman was so amazing, which sounds good on the surface, but the things that he said and the tone of his tweets made her sound a little bit like a pick-me and him sound a little bit selfish. All right, so of course I'm going to give my 2 cents on this situation, and I would love to hear yours. I got his little Twitter all pulled up. Let's read his tweet, shall we? Okay. I want to share 10 things about this woman before we wed this weekend. Number 1, when I met her, I had no place to stay. I was sleeping on a couch at a friend's house and she knew. Number 2, I found a place later on and she helped paying my rent for months. Number 3, she got me my first car ever. Number 4, my laptop got damaged and I needed it so much at the time so I could work on the things in order to earn something. She gave me hers. Number 5, she covered most costs for our dates for a year. Number 6, she invested in our first 2 businesses together and opted for me to run them full time. Number 7, I never met her mom until when I brought my family to meet hers. Number 8, she celebrated and congratulated me for any penny that I made at the time, even when it was as little as $10. Number 9, she supported everything I was trying to do to make ends meet, whether it earned us money or not. And last but not least, number 10, though I'm very stable and all that now, I know she doesn't really care about those things. She cares about me solely. I know she'd give anything in the world if she had it because she has proved it over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the kind of woman I'm marrying. Now, I've had a lot of thumbs up and all of that, but the comment section was on fire. The comment section was fuego, okay? People were saying things like, where's your list of the 10 things that you've done to help her, inspire her, encourage her? And then there were a lot of men in the comments saying things like, see, that's why you women are single, because you don't understand the art and the beauty of standing by your man and being a ride or die. See, that is my problem with the ride or die culture. And that is that all you're doing as a woman is proving that you'll do all of this for a man. To me, all of this did was make her sound like a pick-me. That she's willing to sacrifice and to do without and all of that for what? He sounds like a selfish man. Why would you let her? I don't have a problem with you wanting to do things for your man, but at some point, he shouldn't want you to. He shouldn't even allow you to. As a man, he should want to get on his own 2 feet. He had nothing. All this proved is that he didn't have to do anything but be somewhat into her for her to give him all that she had. He had no place to stay, no car, no career. She made him. Is he with her and marrying her because he loves her or because he owes her? Because she made him the man that he is. She did the job that his mother didn't do. She was raising him up. You don't raise a husband and then you marry him. All she's really signing up for, in my opinion, is somebody who's going to dog her out for eternity. He was just dogging you out for the years prior, but now he want to be able to put you last for eternity. You've set the tone. And that's what has me really passionate about it, because I get so many letters that sound a lot like this, where you set the tone for how a man treats you. You're not going to be able to switch it up. Who you date is who you marry. At some point, she's going to want to say, what about my dreams? What about my career? And you know what he's going to say?
Hey, you changed. And you're acting different.
Because all of the relationship has always been about him, his wants, his needs, his goals, his dreams, his desires. He is very selfish. And a man like that would not make a good husband, in my opinion. I know there are going to be people who disagree with me, but she sounds like a pick-me, willing to do anything and everything to prove that she's worthy. But what did he have to do? I actually shared this story in my book, Breaking the Man Code, but I talked about this time where I was watching this episode of Cheaters, and there was this woman who was doing her dramatic confrontation of her man who was cheating on her with another woman, and they were in McDonald's, and she was snatching the fries off his plate. She was eating his fries, eating his food, and when they got outside, she was literally trying to tear the shirt off his back, and all she kept saying was, I paid for it anyway. And then he kept saying, thank you, I appreciate it. She kept saying, you know, I quit school so that you could go to school. And I gave you all my money. And I worked while you went to school. And she started going through a whole list of all the things that she had done for him. And all he could say was thank you. But there he was on a date. And so I definitely feel like this letter should be a cautionary tale for anyone out there who is feeling used in her relationship. All you've ever done was give, and all he's ever done was take. How does any of this even prepare him for his role as a husband? How he's never experienced any tough time that you haven't bailed him out of. What about if you can't work, if you're pregnant, if you're bedridden, if anything happens? He's never had to step in and be the one who provided for you and be the one who's taken care of you. He's not trained to be a husband. The tone of his tweet is almost like she deserves this.
I'm gonna give a little something to baby girl.
She's given you everything. The least you could give her is your last name. And what does it even really come with? He's not prepared or trained, or to me, doesn't even sound ready enough to be a husband. He's never experienced tough times that she hasn't bailed him out of. She's more prepared to be a husband, in my opinion, than he is. I see why he's marrying her. Why not? There is no one more loyal. There is no one more loyal than this woman has proven that she will be to him. But when has he ever proved his loyalty? Where is her list? Then he got the nerve to say she helped because she funded the first 2 of our businesses. What hour? And then she let me run them? What? If you had nothing to bring to the table, how are you claiming those businesses? That's her stuff. It's like, I don't know what's going on with this newfangled man, where this man is looking for a big, strong provider in his woman. But I just don't like it, and I'm not for that. People call me old-fashioned, I really don't care. But the whole idea of him looking for somebody who doesn't mind taking care of him, that's not sexy. If you're a single woman out here and your man has no problem with you reducing yourself down to this, that's not the kind of man that you marry. Whenever I see those viral pictures of these women who propose to the men are always looking like a blushing bride. They're always like, oh, I can't believe it. And one thing that always gets me about that, especially when it's in video form, that the man is never like, no, get up, get up, get up. He always has no problem with her continuing to humiliate herself. He's always okay with listening to her speech for why she should marry him and why he should marry her. He's never like, oh, don't do this. You're embarrassing yourself. No, don't do this. He's never trying to pull her up with him, figuratively or literally. He doesn't mind her staying down as long as he's the one who's up and he's the one who's like, all right, I guess I'll marry you. You don't want somebody who marries you on some old, all right, I guess. Or some man marrying you because he feels like he owes you for taking him in, for building him up. In my humble opinion, she is the definition of a pick-me and he is the definition of a build-a-man. She built him up from nothing. She built him up from scratch. He would be a fool not to marry her. He would be a fool. She's given him everything, and all he's going to give her is his last name. She made you. You had nothing. That's the least you could do. But who wants to marry a man out of obligation, out of a sense of duty? Honestly, I want this to serve as a cautionary tale for anyone out there who feels like you have to decrease yourself. You have to almost betray yourself, or you have to almost disrespect yourself just to be in a relationship. True love doesn't require all that. I would have more respect for a man who wouldn't take my money, that he'd rather struggle and make it on his own as a man, as a leader, than to be taking my money. She bought you your first car. All of the things that he said, just take the fact that he's talking about his fiance out of it. He could have been talking about his mother or his father. Listen to this stuff. She bought me my first car. I had no place to stay. She gave me money to start my business. She probably fed me and clothed me and took care of me. Like, are you a puppy? I know there are going to be people who disagree with me, but to me, I would have much more respect for him as a man if he didn't take all of that from her. All it does is make him look like a user, a selfish one. You took everything that she had. You took her body too. You took her time too. You took everything from her. All you did was take, and all she did was give. Even the way that our bodies are actually designed, it is designed for the man to be the giver and the woman to be the receiver. The roles are reversed in this situation. She's acting in a very masculine role by being his big, strong provider, and he's acting in a very feminine way by being pleased to be provided for. All right, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on life and love, my no-nonsense, tough talk, straight talk, no chaser, definitely subscribe to my channel. I make love and relationship advice videos weekly here, and I've also written 3 books. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart, and my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. All 3 of my books are available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. You can definitely subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more of this kind of talk, and also if you want to work with me one-on-one as your personal life and dating coach, send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. And if you like this video, you'll love this one right here, so go ahead and check that out. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.